Everybody, thanks for joining today. Today, we're going to talk to installers and integrators about opportunities to earn additional revenue streams, partnering with Overwatch technology. Something we're really excited about. So, we want to share that with you here today. I know we have conversations every week with partners, potential partners, integrators, folks that are installing cameras, MSPs that are looking for additional revenue streams. Today we're going to kind of cover what that might look like for you and or your company. We'll just kind of jump in real quick and talk to you a little bit about Overwatch. Overwatch has had a decade of history in the security space. So we started in physical security and pivoted during COVID to proactive video monitoring. One of the first pioneering companies out there to start using proactive video monitoring to stop crime. So we've had a lot of success. Our company continues to grow and expand. Our mission statement is provide world-class service and ensure vigilance and security, making sure that all of your security needs are met. Our track record, we're one of the fastest growing proactive video monitoring companies in the United States. That's exciting stuff. Got a lot of good things happening with our company right now. Who we serve, uh, we work a lot in the multifamily space or apartments, typically Class A, Class B, high-end communities. In the property management world, we work with auto dealerships, collision centers, any type of commercial real estate space we work well in, logistics centers, warehouses, any place that those are typically large spaces, construction sites, and any other site that really kind of makes sense for us as a company to guard or protect. These are six markets that we have a lot of success in. Here's just kind of our brag sheet, some of the companies that we work with now, some of the largest real estate property management companies out there. So a lot of a lot of properties here. And we also work with car dealerships, we work with collision centers, we work with construction companies. Maybe you've seen or worked with some of these companies in the past yourself. How it works for our integrators, most of our folks that are installing cameras are pretty familiar with the technology that we have out there, but just to kind of summarize, um, we use the AI in the cameras. So the artificial intelligence in the cameras has a couple different settings depending upon the area or the challenge that we're faced with. That information is pushed to our live agents. Our live agents have the ability to analyze that information. Typically, we get those pushes within 3 seconds. We usually have an event completely resolved within 8 seconds. It's one of our four uniques, and it's a very fast. We work with local law enforcement if needed, but the goal is that our live agents are actually able to deter the crime from happening. That's the key to our business. Um, I've been in the security world for over 10 years, and there's nothing worse than showing up to a property. um, the event has already taken place. The glass is already on the ground. The car is stolen. The catalytic converters are already stolen. The graffiti's already on the wall. Whatever it may be, it's very hard to get any kind of retribution or justice once that's happened. So the key is with our cameras is using the two-way talk, which we have a 110 decibel siren and two-way talk that we can speak and have a conversation with somebody on the site, just like we're having here today. We also have cameras that have LED lights. We can set those off, and those in itself reduce crime by about 90%. Just with those two measures right there. The goal is to prevent the crime from happening. We work with local, law enforcement, security companies to ensure that that doesn't happen. But the key is just deterrence and intervention to stop the crime from happening. Here's a quick video, just kind of share with you a little bit more about how Overwatch works and the AI. So take a quick listen.
This is building security. You are under live surveillance. Leave the area immediately. You in the black hoodie. This is building security. You are under surveillance. Leave the area immediately. Law enforcement has been contacted and dispatched to your location. This is building security. This area closes at 10 p.m. Please leave the area now. Security issues are a major concern in the multifamily industry. Traditional measures like physical guarding, courtesy patrols, and CCTV are expensive and produce very little results. Overwatch offers a proactive crime prevention solution utilizing the latest technology, including AI to detect motion and tripwires, to instantly stream footage to our monitoring team. Then, a highly trained agent then assesses and identifies the real threat. They promptly address suspicious behavior by utilizing two-way talk-down, LED lights, and a siren, removing trespassers and loiterers. If needed, security guards and/or law enforcement can be dispatched. Overwatch live agents stand guard to protect your property. Get the peace of mind you deserve with Overwatch.
All right. Well, we share that video with you to kind of explain just the simplicity of what we do and how it works. For property managers and such, it makes explaining what we do a lot easier. So our marketing team's done a great job of putting that together. So our product lineup, so about 90% of our business is in the fixed system. So we're either installing or replacing IP cameras, and we are having a lot of success with that. A lot of properties are requesting that. We also use our mobile units. That's going to be more for kind of an off grid. So these guys come with cellular data or Starlink, and they have two types of power. Most often, solar gets it done. We do have some units that have gas generators as well. So we can literally remotely guard anywhere, in the United States, Canada. We can deploy a unit and we can be live streaming it very quickly. So these guys are really cool. And then more of a temporary solution, we have some pole kits that we can put up as well that are solar powered, and we can get connectivity to those guys as well. So kind of our product lineup there. Um, what we're looking to do is to partner with low voltage contractors, integrators, installers, and one of the keys to partnering with us is creating reoccurring revenue. So one of the things that I'm always passionate about is working with other entrepreneurs and like-minded people to help them if I possibly can in a way to create additional income and revenue. And so reoccurring revenue, in my opinion, is the best business model out there. A lot of times in the integrator world, you get paid one time to install a camera, but then that's it. Well, that's not how our bills work. Well, our bills, your cell phone bill, your mortgage, it's every month. And so it just makes sense to partner with a company that understands that and creates a revenue stream for you to get paid the same way, which is on a monthly basis. And so we'll talk a little bit about that and kind of how that works. And so in this scenario or case, you would be bringing one of your clients, somebody that you've spoken to about Overwatch, or somebody that's hit you up and interested in installing cameras, and you'd obviously talk to them about Overwatch and proactive video monitoring and how effective it is. And we'll jump into some details around marketing and how we can help you with that. But the key is to create monthly reoccurring structure. So every camera you get compensated on. You're going to have access to our proactive crime deterrence with live agents, which is going to equal a happier client, more satisfied client, and better guard support. So there's something in the world of business called stickability, which is keeping your customers around. And there's nothing better than if they're happy and they're getting great results. The AI technology that our company uses is fantastic. The software that we obviously have storage, cloud storage, anything that you might need to talk to with a client. We want to help you become an authorized partner for us, and with that comes some tools that you're going to get, which would be marketing tools. One of the hardest parts of owning or starting a business is sales and marketing. How do you get your clients? We're going to help you with that process. We supply you with a toolbox. It's got marketing tools for you to use, white label, reprint, stuff that you can get out and start selling with. So we really just have a toolbox, and then we have a weekly training for support. So we have a call with all of our integrator partners on a weekly basis. You can just plug right in. It's modeled under EOS, where we go through a session where we discuss and solve problems and issues. We help you. We also recognize our teams that are having a lot of success. You get a chance to talk to them and find out what they're doing to have success. So a lot of good opportunities there. But how we can support you is if you're out there, you're already talking to folks that you've already chosen this as a career path, you're excited about technology, you understand how cameras work. Um, you bring a client to Overwatch and the Overwatch solution, and we not interested in taking any of the revenue when it comes to the install piece. That's something that you have done. You have cultivated and built that relationship. So you deserve the compensation on that. We just want to compensate you for the reoccurring revenue. So for the life of the client, our average client statistically should stick around for around 8 years. So during that period of time, we want to, compensate you. So the goal would be obviously to increase that reoccurring monthly revenue so that you can have success. So compensation looks something like this on a reoccurring proactive video monitored count would be $6 per camera. So while that doesn't seem like a lot, I'm going to show you some numbers here in a few minutes where this number adds up and the compound interest feature of money starts to take action and good things happen. So we'll talk about that. So let's just say we got two scenarios here for you. One is you're part-time, maybe you're full-time in your business, but you're looking at us as a part-time. So you're not giving us a lot of attention. You're not talking to a lot of folks about Overwatch, but let's just say you stumbled into, 8 cameras a month. So that's 100 a year, but 8 cameras a month that you referred to Overwatch proactive video monitoring. Our average site, we install around 9 cameras. So that's just a project average. We're finishing one right now. It's 53 cameras, but on average, it's around 9, probably closer to 10 now. And you complete that job. So you're going to get paid on the install of the equipment, which on average, industry average is about $300. So you're going to earn money on the camera install, but you're also going to earn money on the reoccurring monthly revenue. So here would be some income projections on reoccurring monthly revenue. So in year one, you've got 100 cameras out there. You're making $600 a month. That money comes in whether you want it to or not, which is a good thing. As you focus and grow your business, it's 2025 now, but in 2030, you're making $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year just in reoccurring monthly revenue. You can't shut it off. You can't tell us no. We're going to keep sending you the checks. And so I know for a lot of folks out there that are independent contractors, just getting started in business, stability is huge. And so having a reoccurring revenue stream where money comes in, regardless of whether you're working today, let's say it's, snow, tornadoes, weather, sickness, health, whatever the situation may be, to have an additional $36,000 a year come in, I guarantee you it's a positive thing. It's a good thing. You don't want to turn that away. So that's exciting on the reoccurring monthly revenue piece. Now, obviously, if you're bringing the cameras to us, you've done the sales piece, you've built a relationship, and you're actually out there talking to folks, you're going to get the install labor as well. So if we average out during that year one, you did 100 cameras, $300 on average, you're going to make about $30,000 in revenue. Um, Obviously, that's in a very part-time capacity. You're not trying real hard if you're only installing 8 cameras a month. That's pretty weak. Obviously, if you have a more full-time focus, we'll talk about that here in a second. But you can see there's two metrics here. There's the RMR, there's the install piece. You can see the revenue as it continues to grow here. So this is pretty exciting. It's a great business model for you to plug into to grow reoccurring revenue, as well as getting that install income as well. So let's talk about scenario number two, which is full-time status. This means that you're focused, hyper-focused on growing a business. Obviously, you have your integrator company, your installation company, but you want to partner with Overwatch. You're focused more on, hey, I'm only going to install cameras that have proactive video monitoring. And I say only, but you're going to significantly focus on proactive video monitored accounts because there is that reoccurring revenue piece there. So let's say you install 50 cameras a month. Now we're getting somewhere. That's 600 cameras a year. Same metrics on average. An installer earns around $300 per camera to install. That's nationwide. So now we're cooking with some gasoline. Now we've got some big numbers to show you. So recurring monthly revenue, year one, 3,600, year two, 7,200, year three, 10,800, year four, $14,000 a month. Okay. So in year three, you could have yourself a situation between year three and year four where you have a six-figure reoccurring residual income of over $100,000 a year. I don't know about you guys, but man, that's exciting. Really in between year two and year three, you have a reoccurring residual income of six figures. There's not too many people out there that are making, $8,000 to $10,000 a month, whether they get out of bed or not. So that's a really, really exciting opportunity. That gets me fired up. Um, Installation labor, obviously, you're going to have the team. You're going to be out there working. We're still using that industry average of about $300 a camera, but now you're doing 50 cameras per month. So your income is going to be much higher. So you're starting in the 150,000 to, almost $250,000 a year in 5 years, just based off of your install labor. So you can run a pretty successful business for smaller integrators. This is a great opportunity for larger integrators that are looking to add more revenue. This is a great opportunity as well. So get yourself in a situation where you're earning, north of six figures between the 100 and $200,000 in revenue, just based on installing 50 cameras a month. So um, exciting stuff here. So whether you're interested in part-time or potentially full-time, there's an opportunity for you. So if you're looking for ways to stand out, serve your clients more effectively, and scale your revenue, we would consider partnering with Overwatch. We'd ask you to take a look and get to know us a little bit better. Schedule a time to have a call, discuss any questions that you may have. So if you're ready to grow, we encourage you to scan this QR code, jump on our schedule so that we can schedule a time to talk with you. Uh, Obviously, there's some things that, we want to make sure in a partner relationship that it's a win-win relationship. We want to make sure it's good for us, and we want to make sure it's good for you. Obviously, we require our contractors to have insurance. We require them to be professional. Those would be expected of any company, but we could jump in and discuss, some more of the details. Depending on which market you're in, whether you're in a high crime market, you're in a high population market, the opportunity is much bigger for you. If you're in a smaller market, the demand might not be as high. So we have to have those realistic conversations and just find out what the expectations and the opportunity might be for you as an integrator. If you're looking to learn more about Overwatch, our greatest asset is going to be on YouTube. So we literally have hundreds, if not thousands, of videos now here on our Overwatch YouTube channel. So check that out. There's some industry news in there. There's interviews. There's hundreds, like I said, if not thousands, of videos of us preventing crime. So when we're talking to clients and customers, we encourage them to come over here because um, if you're looking for a collision center, we got videos on that. If you're looking for a car dealership, we've got videos on that. We pretty much have had every use case out there. So we're going to have something that's good for you. At Overwatch, it's not just about making money. As I said, a win-win relationship. Our company gives back to local charities. We typically pick charities that have something to do with kiddos, and we support an orphanage over in Pasig City, Philippines. We've worked with the Ronald McDonald House here locally in Denver, Colorado, the Children's Hospital. So a percentage of every camera, $5 of every camera that's sold is donated on a quarterly basis back to our Overwatch Cares program. And then we select a charity for that quarter and give back to those folks. And so makes the work more meaningful and it's impactful. So we hope that resonates with you because that's who we are. If you have any questions, we do have a chat video or a chat link here. So I'm going to click over, see if we have any questions. If we do, I'll answer those quickly. But the next step would be to schedule an appointment with our team here. This link here, if you're looking at this, gets you on my calendar, and we can discuss and we can talk more about the integrator installer opportunity for you to make recurring monthly revenue. So I'll click over real quick, see if we have any questions, and we'll go from there. So click over, let's take a look at our chat section. Yeah, let's see here. You have any questions here? You mentioned marketing. What does that look like? What other supports available? Okay, great. So yeah, like I mentioned, sales and marketing is probably, if you're an integrator, you're new to the business, you know that that's challenging. How do I get my customers? So uh, a lot of our focus is going to be on, who do we target? Who's a good fit? Not every client's a good client potentially out there. So our marketing team's done a fantastic job of creating a toolkit. So if you need a flyer or an e-flyer to send to a car dealership, we got it. You're just going to be able to, download that dude, send it over an email to the client that maybe you're talking with, you're working with. Same thing for collision centers. Same things for, multifamily. We've got all that marketing stuff built out. So you're going to have that toolbox that you can use to help grow your business. And then what is the other support that's available? As mentioned, we're going to give you in our weekly call. We're going to give you success stories of what other people are doing in other markets to have success. And so if somebody's in Dallas, Texas, it would only make sense that what they're doing there is working versus Pasadena, California. So a lot of times we see crime come in waves. And so if they're experiencing, a lot of catalytic converter theft, we've got technology and marketing tools that we can look at catalytic converter theft, and we can zone in on areas. We can use crime data maps to find out what specific parts of the city are actually dealing with these issues. And so we can get hyper focused on sales, so we can, go boots on the ground, get out there, knock on doors, talk to people, tell them, the solution that you have for them. Maybe it's email marketing, maybe it's Google Ads, depending upon your budget and your business and how you're running your business and what you want to focus on. We can have success with marketing and make sure that you guys have the support that you need to get your desired results. So it's a great question. Um, I think that looks like that's about it for today. Just want to thank everybody for joining. If you're rewatching this video, thanks for hanging out with us, learning more about Overwatch. And we look forward to building a relationship, getting to know you a little bit better, see if this opportunity makes sense for you in a integrator slash installer partnership with Overwatch Technologies. Thanks again. My name is Doug Eckels. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.